Hi. Today I would like to speak about the two super race day shoes from Puma. Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 4 and Puma Fast R Nitro Elite 3. They're both super fast shoes. This one was released a few months ago, somewhere in February, March 2026. And this one was released in April 2025. Both on paper, the specs are almost similar. They have both 170 grams in the reference size US 9, and both of them they have 40 millimeters heel stack and 8 millimeter heel drop. In fact, they are much different shoes. If you compare one to the other, there is different rocket geometry, different upper. Yeah, both have a breathable upper. Both of them are fast, but not really the same. I have already done a few races with this one. I have run my two best half marathons ever with this one, running 1:35:00 in The Hague and 1:35:13 in Prague. And then I also did my season best on 10K, running something like 42:48. So I'm quite happy with the race performance running this one. So far with this one, I didn't run so much. I did one 10K, but it was not so special. It was something like 44, but it was also not ideal course. It was a course where was 600 meters of soft surface. So therefore, I was not so happy both with the performance, but also with the course was not so perfect. Today, I decided to compare them in one test, which I heard from one running buddy in one of the Facebook group. So what I did today, the test was 4 times 1200 meters. And then I did the warm-up, and the first 1200 meters with Deviate Nitro Elite 4. And then after the both of the first and third were run on definitely identical, and also second and the fourth. So to be honest, I tried to do the same 1200 runs on asphalt. I did it, not on the track, so that makes a difference. But also, it was the same day, same weather, same wind. And then I would like to share the results with you. I ran the first one when I was fresh. It was going very nice, so I did 4:58 or 5 on 1200 meters with this one. That was quite okay, but I was also kind of fresh. Then in the opposite direction, I was running about 5:10 with this one. That was not so amazing, but anyway, it was still okay. After that, I done a break. I was also doing break of 3 minutes between the intervals. And then when I had to change the shoes, then I switched to these shoes. I did maybe a bit longer break because I should also change the shoes. So then I did first 1200 meter with this one, and that was 5:01. That was quite okay, but I was already getting tired. So seeing that I was tired, and also the run was completely different. This one is really aggressive, really fast, and somehow if you are a heel striker, it's somehow switch you to run, let's say, in the midfoot or forefoot. So the first one was 5:01, and then in the opposite direction, I managed to run again 5:01, but was much better than with this one with Deviate Nitro Elite 4 in the opposite direction. So As far as I can say, they both perform well, but I have some kind of feeling that this one was faster. I couldn't do the best possible test, then it would be one with one, then second with another one. So at that moment, then I should switch the shoes all the time, and then I could do maybe more relevant and more fair test. But to be honest, the results that appear, that is still that this showing that this one is faster, and that Fast R3 is probably one of the fastest shoes on the market, and I really like it for 10K half marathon, and I'm sure that it would work good on 5K. I did once 5K on the start, but then it was warm and then it didn't went good. But I think that that should also do a great job on 5 kilometer races. About the other one, uh, Nitro Elite 4, that gives more comfort, and it could be a better marathon racer for the hill strikers. So if you want to do marathon race but just want to finish strong, not well, you could also do a personal best, but I'm not sure. Now I'm planning 10 weeks from now. I'm going to run Manchester, and I think I will go with this one because this one I have already run two best ever half marathons with this one, and I also have confidence that this one could do the job on a full marathon. I also know many running buddies that run a very good marathon race with Fast R3. So I think this one could be a great marathon racer for me too. There are some points with this one that somehow that it's you feel this one on the calves. So when I was running, finishing my half marathons, I feel some kind of cramping in the calves, but not during the race. So that's also a good point. And also running with this one, I felt also kind of hamstring pain. But if you go for a personal best, then I would suggest this one because it's probably the fastest shoes that I have in my collection, and I have many race day shoes. So this one is probably the fastest that I have. This one is one of the lightweight and comfortable, but I'm not convinced that this one is too fast. That is as fast as the other one. Now on this test, they were performing somehow both good, but anyway, I think that this one could be better for running as a marathon racer, half marathon racer. I'm not so convinced that this one is so fast. It's very lightweight. It's a good shoe, but not the faster as his brother. That would be for today. I think you have also thoughts about this shoe, so you can have your comments. And let's see. After 10 days, I will have the Manchester Marathon, and I will know which one is doing better. That was for today. Thank you, and bye.